Guitar Stuff with John.
Welcome to Guitar Stuff with John. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And I just want to say a big howdy to everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please hit subscribe. Hit join if you want to join the private members. And check out all the details below the video. Other details, other videos off to the sides. The little master music method thing that's down in one of these corners. And there you go. That's my channel. So we're here today to talk about Recording King. My last review, as you might have noticed, wasn't so glowing. And but that's the nature of me. And tough if you don't like it. I can't lie, and I have to tell the truth, and I do all the time. And sometimes the truth is not so good, but I'm going to tell you something. The boys at Recording King, Ashley and his brother, those guys are 100% top-notch, top shelf, honest as the day is long. And I love the both of them. I'm a very big fan of Ashley in Nashville, who runs the day-to-day sort of artist thing and the guitars, and they're designing the guitars. And these guys take this really seriously, and they should. They're getting a lot of attention. So they knew about the T16 that didn't turn out so good, and that's all fine. And so they sent me a pair of guitars, and Ashley said, "Listen, we just want to make it up to you. We don't want to send you something you don't like or that's no good or whatever. We want you." And I said, "Listen, just send me one of them." There was three different body sizes. I said, "You choose which one you think I'll like." What does he do? He sends both body sizes to me, and man, did they hit it out of the park. They really did. And again, everybody realizes these are Chinese-made factory guitars designed in America from an old design that was, in my opinion, is really desirable because they're so retro and so cool looking and all this stuff. We realize what they are. They are what they are. But by God, for the money they're charging for them, they're damn hard to beat. And this is one of the reasons why. He sent me a pair of these Series 11. This is the handcrafted Recording King RDS 11 dreadnought body size, and unfortunately he took the porn off the pick guard, so I'm going to get you next time, Ash. Anyhow, he pulled the porn off for me. So we can't do that. But this guitar is smoking. It's sick at top, solid mahogany back and sides. Look at the wood in that thing. Just look at that grain. It's just gorgeous. It's really, really well made. Really well made. And the binding is perfect. Everything's perfect. This guitar is flawlessly made. It's got that killer, Recording King headstock. I love this headstock shape. And the machine heads are gorgeous. They're a Grover-style machine head. With these pearloid buttons that feel really old and comfortable and round. They're very nice. They work well. The action's flawless. I actually took the truss and just lowered it a bit for my preference. You could play this action a lot higher, and it would sound incredible. I got it down where I like it, even a little below that. And so that's the guitar. And this thing is in the range of $600 to $700, and I'm telling you, it's a stellar instrument. Listen to it ringing. Hoy, you can hear it ringing when I'm talking. It's that lively. So here it is. I'm just going to put the old Aston Origin in front of it here, so you can get the whole deal. Now you're going to hear some rings and scrapes because, like I said, I got it down low, but I like my action low. So, but generally, and these are the factory D'Addario strings, which frankly I don't really care for that much, but everybody uses them. So most of the time when you're getting a guitar from anybody, they're coming with just plain Diodario mediums on it. So these would be Diodario lights, uncoated. And I've played this guitar a bit because I found it hard to keep my hands off it. So they're a little bit dead. But I'm going to put some elixirs, phosphor bronze, 12 to 53, and this thing will just explode. But anyhow, here's your factory strings. Sounds so old. It's very, very old sounding. It's got that nice middle, that nice, mahogany middle point, And the neck is mahogany too, so it's a double whammy. You get lots of mahogany tone. Just love it. I just love the sound of it. So old. It sounds like an old guitar, and man, that's pleasant. You just don't see instruments like that anymore unless you go find a vintage guitar. And so that's why I love these things. You might not want to play this guitar like in a rip roaring bluegrass, but you could. You absolutely could play this in a big bluegrass band. But, if you're a Martin guy or whatever the case may be, and you want a vintage sound without spending $10,000, this dreadnought is really kick-ass. It's virtually kind of just sounds like an old, I don't know, maybe an old 18 that's been kicked around a little and got that old vintage thing, And I just love the vibe of them. And I always have from day one. So, and this guitar comes with a Fishman pickup installed, which is frightening because the pickup retail is worth half what the guitar is, retail, right? And I haven't plugged it in, but I will because I'm going to do some pickup stuff later and compare some of the guitars I have in here because, as you know, I'm a rabid K&K fan. I want to show the difference between piezos and K&K. But I have plugged these guitars in the store, and they always sound very good. And it has the battery drawer right here, so you don't have to mess around with your battery changes. Hard to say why they choose some companies, not like a lot of companies do choose to put their battery drawers in the bottom of the guitar like this. Not sure why. I suppose it's better than putting it up here or cutting a big hole in the top. So that's probably why. You can't. It's the place where you're going to damage the guitar the least, right? But so there you go. So there's the RDS 11 FE3 TBR tobacco burst, and this is the dreadnought body, and it smokes. I love it. Now let's take a look at their triple O body, they call it, which is most like an OM, but they call it triple O. They have their dreadnought triple O and single O. Let's take a look at this triple O because you're really going to like that. So as I said, he sent me 2 guitars, and I really appreciate it. It's very nice of them to do that, and for the reason that they did. And I can't say enough about them for that. So here it is. Here's the triple O Series 11. Same thing, Sitka, all solid mahogany. And just look at the grain in that wood. It's gorgeous. It turns, it shimmers. No laminate in this guitar. And again, in the $600 price range, This one I haven't messed with very much. I could take the truss to it a little bit. The action on it is perfect. And again, dead factory strings. But the thing about this guitar is that the neck on this thing is thinner this way, like this way, than that one. And God, it's nice. And it's designed for fingerstyle players, right? Because it's a small body. So they have the meteor, and that neck's not huge, but it's a full kind of feeling dreadnought neck. This neck here is just so slim and slick and mahogany, and it's just, and the finish on both these guitars is that beautiful satin finish. There's no finish hardly on these things, and they're really something. So here's your triple O body. I haven't played this one much yet. Nice wide neck. Again, it just sounds like this old pawn shop guitar you'd find that's in pristine condition, and I just love it. They're just amazing guitars. Oh, sorry, yeah. I forgot about this one. I couldn't help it. I went into Fantasy Music in Halifax. See my buddy in there, Mr. Steve McNeil, not the Premier, and he had this little deal in there. This is their Dirty 37 series. They come in a variety of colors. You saw me set up my old fancy one there that has all the beautiful purfling and everything. I did the setup on it. This guitar here, doesn't need setup. It came off the wall playing like streaming. And listen to it ringing. It does the same thing as the others do. All laminate, of course, but hey, it's $150, and it sounds like this. It's just incredible for the body size. Look out. For $150, get out of town. It's just crazy how nice that little guitar is. And it's built like a brick shithouse. There's not a thing wrong with it. The action's beautiful. The neck is beautiful. It's the intonation on all these guitars is perfect. So there you go. There's a really cool little review for you. I know I have all my, I have my Boucher followers, my Gallagher friends, my Martin buddies, my Yamaha followers, So I'm keeping you up to date on what I'm finding out here, and I'm getting to work with some really cool people because the guys at Recording King are really nice people, and they treat their customer really well. As evidenced by what they just did for me, because frankly, they didn't have to do that, and I bought this one, so I had to have an orange Recording King. There's just no way around it. So the boys are, I'm proud of them. They're doing well, and the guitars are getting a lot of attention, and they're a very affordable alternative for you if you don't want to spend $1 million on a nice guitar. They make nice guitars, believe me. And so keep your eyes open for upcoming reviews. I'm going to start doing some more Yamaha reviews, which is very exciting. I'll be working with Fantasy Music in Halifax, Nova Scotia. They're my main Yamaha dealer. They also deal Recording King and Boucher. And, of course, you guys, if you've been watching this channel, you know my affiliation, long-time friendship with Glenn Gotel at G&G Music in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. And he's the number one Boucher dealer in the world, the number one Lakewood dealer in North America, and he's swiftly becoming one of the bigger dealers for Recording King in that area as well, and he ships anywhere in the world. So if you want to see any of these guitars, try your local shops, and anything that I review here, contact us. We can tell you where to find it, and just rock on, because guitar is the funnest thing ever. See you next time on Guitar Stuff with John.